Hello and welcome to the Space Between Ideas. I'm Blank Gates. Welcome to another amazing, awesome, great video about, you know, what's up, what's up. Um, all right. So what's going on here? The thing is, I'm just audio. Okay, it's good, great. So let's jump into. Let's share. I'm going to share my whole screen. Sometimes I jump back and forth. I think for today we'll just share the entire screen. Might be a little bit easier that way. We're going to start with not cursor. We're going to start with ChatGPT because remember that I hired ChatGPT as a lot of things. ChatGPT is acting what's going on? Confirm. Okay, so ChatGPT is asking what we should do to move forward. Let me know if you agree with these suggestions. Action items: kickoff phase one. Begin with the database schema. Define module-specific data service implementation schedule. Review. I don't even know. Set up testing framework. Begin the database schema refinement module specific. I don't even know what it's talking about. I guess we're in phase one. It's not actually what I want to talk about to begin with. What I want to talk about to begin with is I clicked this auto button and I noticed that Gemini 2.5, it was automatically added. So if you go over to, here. So if you go into the models, I had 3.7 Sonnet and this other one Max. I don't really need that Max here, and I don't really need this Max one here. But the thing is that it actually added this to my account automatically. Now I don't know why I'm not using O3 Mini, because I'm using O3 Mini over in my other screen. So why am I using O3 Mini over here? Anyways, my first question is about context windows. So it says, it appears that Gemini 2.5 Pro and Claude 3.7 Sonnet are both available within Cursor. Which of these tools has a bigger context window? I want to know because as we continue with this project, I need to know how much of the code each model can see and understand as it makes changes, adjustments, and adds to the project. Enter. All right, so look at this. Okay, we got Claude 3.7 as a context window of 200,000 tokens. Gemini 3.5 is a context window. That means that Claude can see and process about 6.25 more code at once, better understand larger code databases and relationships. Now, what if I ask the same question to our good buddy over here? And I'm just going to refresh the screen. I'm having problems with my ChatGPT, so let's just do it like that. All right. Sound is my dog. There's a fly that just flew in, or it could be a bee or something. I don't know what it is. Anyways, I think he's gonna try to catch it. out of midair with his mouth. Based on the information available, Anthropic's Claude 3.7 is generally known to support a much larger context window compared to Gemini 2.5 Pro. This means Claude 3.7 can see and process a significantly larger amount of text or data or code at once. This is especially useful when, yeah, okay, so in both cases, no. I would like to get started and continue working on my project. What's the next step? Now, I'm just going to copy that. Which means what? Which means we're going to remove that one. And we're just going to, well, we're going to put it on here. There. Let me check. So based on the code-based analysis, our previous work here, the steps we should take. Complete module-specific hooks, implement module components, add module navigations, testing, strategy, creating hooks for strategy module, tactics module. Oh, I don't even know what we're talking about. Yeah, so it's almost like beyond me. The words that they're using, the way that they speak. Database schema, breakdown the module service. Okay. This is what Cursor advises. Is Cursor right or wrong? Oh, stop. Sorry. Send. Oh, I don't even know it because like right now the project is like too complicated. It's gone far beyond anything that I can't even envision what it's doing. The cursor recommendation is solid and aligns well with our current progress since we already have a foundation with the base hooks, vision module hooks. It makes sense to proceed by creating similar hooks for other modules. There's no module named tactics. This approach handles. There's no module called tactics. I think Cursor is starting to lose the vision of the project. The database elements and the product requirements document. Perhaps it lost its understanding of the images uploaded. Do you need any of this information reloaded to be able to give us a clear plan for how to move forward? I was thinking about this over the weekend because, like, okay, so based on this, due to database, UI screenshots, there's no need to reload information. We know modules are vision, objective scoreboard, touch paper, yes. There's no tactics module, clear plan review, confirm existing works. Next immediate. Since you already have the vision hook implemented, I recommend starting to create module specific. All right, I'm just going to copy this. Put it in here. Oops, I was going to delete that, but anyways. Plan looks excellent. Start by implementing the, okay. Now, there's one more thing that I've been considering doing on the weekend specifically, and it's that I want to use my own methodology. Like right now, these two guys are kind of going back and forth. And the whole premise behind the software that I'm building is that I'm trying to show that I have some kind of thinking methodology for how people should manage projects, which is right here. So, given that that's the case, I should be able to plug in this little uh, picture and say, could you explain my project based on this? And then I could plug in this thing and I could say, could you go through this module? And then I could say, okay, now can you create a complete list of tasks based on the objectives? So each objective, well, first I could say how many objectives using this model, how many objectives would you list out? And then within each objective, I could ask like, what's the task list for each of those objectives? And then then when I come back each day, we could just do the touch base. So I could upload the structure, use this structure for it to actually carry on the work. Looks like it's doing something. And I could also, at the same time, I could also have it like to reconsider what potential areas that we should think about based on these ideas. So let's do that right now. All right, so what we're going to do is, okay, so imagine we were using the actual uh, software project, which we are now building to run this project. It would mean that we should first use the questions in the vision module to create a clear understanding of the vision. 2, second, use the objectives module to list all of the objectives needed from start to finish for this project. 3, third, use the Cox Gazette, the brainstorm module to think about objective modules that may be missing. 4, fourth, use the choose module to decide where to start. 5, fifth, use the scoreboard to create a list of tasks for the first objective to start working on. Sixth, use the touch base module to discuss the tasks in the scoreboard. And then seventh, get to work on those tasks for that objective until all the tasks in that scoreboard are completed. 8. Yay. I just put 8th. 8th. I don't know, I just put 8th. Nice. 8th. Move on to the next objective and create a scoreboard. 9. At this point, you will see a loop, a small loop of touch base, repeat, and scoreboard status changes until all tasks are complete, and a larger loop of objectives being completed until the project is complete. Though there is one step that could be inserted intermittently to use a brainstorming module as a sharpen the saw idea, where every third or fourth completed objective might trigger a review. Lunch. All right, let's see what's going on. Great, we've now successfully, what's going on here? Now, let's copy this. We're in here. All right, so now I'm just training both of my software tools to actually use the software which we're building. Yes, I've outfitted a thoughtful process with the PM system we're building to manage our own development. It's kind of a dogfooding approach, which would indeed be valuable. Let me walk through it. Vision module, we'll start by defining a core vision, purpose, objectives, brainstorm. What's going on? That workflow is exactly on point and aligns perfectly with the intended design of the work project management application. Here's a summary of the process described along with some additional insights. Well, using this ideology to continue with our work on this project as the project manager. List write the vision for me below the list of objectives that would get us to the completion of this project and achieve the vision. See, I'm always just kind of like reframing. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And at some point, it's almost like too much. I feel like it's like overkill almost. Like, have we lost the sense of what we're actually trying to do? Because I'm asking it to reinvent the wheel a million times. Or is it helping? Our vision is to empower mid-level managers with a comprehensive, agile, and innovative project management application to transform how projects are initiated, tracked, and completed. By seamlessly integrating strategic planning and real-time collaboration, our platform will simplify decision-making, enhance productivity, and foster continuous improvement. With a focus on user-friendly design, robust data integrity, we aim to create a tool that not only manages projects effectively, but also drives innovation and operational excellence across teams. Objectives to achieve the vision: define and refine the vision, develop a robust, scalable database architecture, create a consistent, intuitive user interface, implement module-specific functionality, integrate real-time collaboration and feedback, establish a comprehensive navigation workflow system, ensure quality assurance and robust testing, provide thoroughly documentation and support, launch, monitor, and iterate. All right. Now, what's going on? So, what's this guy talking about? Vision module, objectives module, brainstorm module, choose scoreboard, touch base, and execution continuous cycle. All right, fine. Now let's go back to I don't need it to do anything. I just want it to continue working now. So everybody's on board. Everybody understands the software, and everyone knows that we're using this methodology in order to build the software. We're using the best AI models available right now. We're using the best tools available right now within my price point. So right now I'm paying $40 a month for this tech team. All right, so now we're back to dueling pianos. All right, so I don't know. Like, there's not a lot that I'm going to change now. I mean, we're just going to go back and forth. So for the rest of the day, like as I'm doing stuff, basically what I do is, uh, as I'm doing other work, then I'll just like come back and I'll just copy from here, paste it over there, go from there, copy back here. There's nothing interesting happening anymore. I wonder how long it's going to take me to close all these boxes. I'm sure there's a ton of windows that are open. It's just all day long. I could be closing this because it's been working for days. I don't even remember what day are we on today. Oops. Oops, daisies. I don't know. Is it helpful if these are open, or is it not helpful if these are open? Does it make any difference? So basically, you can see that I've reached the limit of what I can do, which is just basically make sure that everybody has an understanding of my vision of the software, understanding the workflow, appropriately creating the database, referencing the database. Oh, that's nice right there. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, also, by the way, this is something that Roboslav was telling me the other day. He said, "Hey, at some point you're going to need to create all these components, and then you can reuse the components." Where are we actually in the process of creating an app? You know what I haven't done is I haven't actually I don't know what's going on here. It's like hasn't launched this for so long. I have no idea what this looks like. Also, the terminal's not open, as you can see from down here. Yeah, I got nothing for you. So, yeah, those are the two things I wanted to say today. The first one was I wanted to look at the difference between Claude 3.7 Sonnet and Google Gemini, and the most important point was the context window. And then the second concept was just making sure error calling tool, making sure that I just wanted to get my thinking framework back in. Okay, so why don't we just jump into the PRD and oh, well, here's the terminal. Terminal. Now go over here, push tick. Should I do this npm install? It says every once in a while you're gonna have to do that. So why not? We could do the npm start. Now here's our product requirements document. And here's our screens. Here's our logic. Here's our rules. And then here we go. Here's the actual software. So here's an issue. This is what the software looks like. I haven't even looked at this like ever. Gordon, what are you doing? He's like half asleep, but he wants to go outside. So he's just kind of like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? When are we going outside? But he doesn't actually know the word outside. So, all right. So nothing's going on. Everything's broken. But I mean, this is fine because the thing is that, so what you can do is you can the cursor should have access to that, right? Man, everything's breaking right now. And even this is breaking. So we have history, but there's too many history items. I don't want all these history items in here. And I don't even want to look at the history. And see, this is the point of the app, actually. It's like, yeah, it's nice that you have history, but I don't want to look at the history anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to archive all this. Put it down here. Which is what? Should I have an archive? Vision. We're going to leave the vision. Then we're going to just take a copy of this. I guess we're going to put it under. Now we got the archive. I'm going to I could just get rid of all that. Now, honestly, I think scoreboard, it should probably move up technically, although the touch base is kind of the day to day, like how do we make sure we know what we're doing? But the thing is that like the touch base is going to be based on the scoreboard. So it's the task from the scoreboard that we're going to be putting in here. Like, what are you doing today? Task. So uh, do we need to update a scoreboard? The scoreboard is the thing that everyone's looking at. And then once you after you look at after the boss, after the coach and the people on the team, after they look at the scoreboard, yeah, sometimes the boss like the team is saying, don't look at the scoreboard, let's just focus, which is fine. But I mean, everything is related to this. You can't not look at the scoreboard because the scoreboard is so intimately related to the kinds of risk that you're willing to put into your game. Like certain types of plays, certain types of of experiences, certain type of behaviors are not appropriate in the game, and that's going to be completely based on the scoreboard. So what's going on now? Well, I'm not ChatGPT, and I'm not Cursor. So the question is, who am I? Now, also the scoreboard, we don't need to. Uh, we don't need this because we're going to put the items directly into the scoreboard. Well, this is not going to work because this is an image of a scoreboard. It's not a real scoreboard. All right, so I'm going to add to a touch base. Add the real scoreboard below. What are these guys doing? Gordy wants to go outside. Isn't that right? Yeah, doing your scratches, you're walking around. All right, I got nothing else for you. Basically, that's it. I'm just going to paste back and forth, and then at some point, and then add an objective above. The diff algorithm was stopped early after. I don't know what that means. Remove limit. What are you working on? All right, the scoreboard's not really a big issue. I'll just add it later. Add an objective. What are you working on? So it's like it's adding components. And what are you doing today? Just back and forth, man. What do you need help with? Nothing, man. Can we update a status? Not really, because we need to create this. All right, so yeah, we need a scoreboard. Good. So this is just going to be all day, so I'll just end the video here. It's good to see you guys, and thanks for joining me, watching me build. So we'll catch you next time.